What is up? Day 7 of talking on camera. First week is done. First week is done on keeping my morning routine strict, keeping my midday routine strict, keeping my whole day strict, and keeping consistent at what I've written on a whiteboard and what I've mentally noted, giving myself, and also staying consistent at doing these videos and uploading them. Was it hard? Is it hard? No. I mean, is there room for improvement? Definitely. What do I need to prove on week 2? Well, week 2, I definitely need to talk better in these videos. I suck at talking on camera. I'm bad at it. I don't know if I need to start writing down notes or just having pinpoints of what I got to do. I really think I probably need to do that. But I think I'll just be stupid when I come to that. But again, I think I could just use Claude for that, but I don't think I want AI to be involved in this. I want this probably to be as real and as raw as I can get it. So let me just hit a rewind, hit reverse a little bit, and we start from day 1. I kind of want my every week video to be kind of like a week summary, and then also a summary of what today was. So let's just go through the days, and we'll start with day 1. Day 1 is the first day I picked up the camera, and the reason why I picked up the camera and the reason why I started doing these videos is because on my whiteboard, the night before, I had a really bad day and I caught myself and I said, this isn't it. This is not what I want. And it was 1 a.m. in the night, and I hated where I was. You know, my head was spinning. I had this vision of myself that I want to get to. I was manifesting something that I genuinely think I can get, but the person that I was on June 30th, it was June 29th. It was June 29th. I was laying in bed at 1 a.m. With the light on. I wasn't going to sleep, and I was just sick and tired of this person that I was. And it was this is days that and weeks built up to that moment, the 29th. And I was laying there, and I was like, okay, I've got to change my life. And I'm not going to change it overnight. I'm not going to make $1 billion the next day. I'm not going to have 1 million followers the next day, even though I don't want 1 million followers. But I'm not going to have what I want the next day. But what can I do to give myself step by step kind of a gooder, clearer path on how to get there? And the first thing I needed to do was clear my mind. Get rid of brain fog, get motivation back, and jump back on the horse. And I said to myself, what could that be? I'm laying there in my bed, and then I go, you know what, I'm going to go walk to my whiteboard. I walk to my whiteboard, still trying to brainstorm, and I write, I say to myself, no, I don't say anything to myself. What am I talking about? I'm staring at the whiteboard, and a saying comes to my head: do today, not tomorrow. And that just comes to my head. It comes in my head, and I write it in big writing. It's up there. It's dark as actually. No, it's not. I can fucking turn on the light. Do today, not tomorrow. Hope you can see it. I'll let you. I'm just in the bottom corner, but yeah. Do today, not tomorrow. And then I writ these as well. So I'm standing here. I'm like, okay, what can I write to give myself motivation every day? And this is as I walk out my door, and that's what comes. I didn't see this anywhere. This is what came to my head. Do today, not tomorrow. I'm like, okay, this is on July 29th at 1 a.m. And then I'm thinking, what else can I do to clear my head for the day? How can I start my day off right so my head has no brain fog and I'm staying consistent at what I need to do? First thing came to my mind was no phone in the mornings. Without a doubt, this is one of the best decisions I've ever did. And it is getting easier and easier as the days go on. Amazing. I wake up and I jump straight out of bed. I don't look at my phone at all. If I do, it's just to check the time. And that's it. And the next thing I was like, okay, I need to get some sunlight because that's good for you. boom, get sunlight. Next thing, Warmax. Warmax is basically where if you have been on your phone and your dopamine levels are all shit and you're not focusing, you stare at a wall for 15 to 20 minutes, and what that does is set your dopamine, and then you can go back to doing a task that seems pretty boring, like an essay, or for my instance, work or learning, and them boring tasks actually become very dopamine hitting and actually exciting because you've just done such super boring thing by staring at a wall. Next thing is take supplements. I have supplements that I take, which is vitamin D3, K2, fish oils, and creatine. And then take them consistently, obviously, and then go to the gym. This is just a simple list that I've given myself, and I've stuck by it. And I do ticks. The dashes mean I didn't do for the day. So Warmaxing I've only did on day 0, which I didn't film. And get sunlight. It's currently raining in the mornings. Like, it's been raining for the past 2 days, so haven't get any sun. But the phone thing, it is getting easier and easier as the days go on. I'll talk about day 0, which isn't filmed. Like, day 0 isn't on camera because I didn't even think about doing this on day 0. Day 0 was just getting that list started. And 29th, I go to bed 1 a.m. and I wake up the next morning and I start it. On the 30th of June, I wake up, I go to roll and grab my phone, I stop myself and I jump straight out of bed. Boom, I get this feeling, it was literally like a dopamine rush of like success, like you have stepped, you've made a right step, like you felt like you've done something correct. And it was simply just not looking at my phone in the morning, not wasting 20 minutes, half an hour by laying in bed and scrolling on my phone. And I've hopped up and I went straight to the kitchen and I made a good breakfast. And it's literally just 4 eggs, half an avocado, 2 bits of sourdough, boom. And then I've walked out, I made that, and then I was going to bring it into here on day 0 and eat in front of my computer. No, I need to kill two things at once. I can kill 2 things off this list at once, and that's eat my breakfast out in the sun. So I do that on June 30th. I sit out in the sun, eat my breakfast, and I'm like, this is the shit. This is good. And I felt good, but I still felt kind of drained and still kind of not motivated. Of course, this is day 0. This is after having countless weeks of just eating sugar, watching shitty videos, being not motivated, not going to the gym, not taking supplements, not staying on your phone before bed in the mornings, just being the worst version of yourself. And then day 0, you're like trying to better it. You still feel that. You still feel all that weight from all them shit days. So I was like, okay, what's something else that I can do that can get me still good? And that's take a cold shower. So I have like a mental list as well that's not really written up there, but it's basically hop up out of bed with no phone, eat breakfast out in the sun if sun's out, and then go take a cold shower. That's my morning routine. And I'm going to stop talking about what my morning routine is for week 2. I'm just going to say, morning routine, got it done. Like, I'm just going to briefly say, yeah, morning routine, sweet. So yeah, day 0, and then I take a cold shower, and I'm like, okay, this is good. This is what I can do on a day-to-day basis. I'm with this. And then I go, what should I do now? I try to sit down in front of my computer and try to do, like, learn and work. Doesn't work. My brain is still just wanting to grab my phone and wanting to watch shitty YouTube videos and just be the worst version of myself. And what did I do? It sucks. I can't actually quite remember my midday. I think I tried to do work. Or did I? No, I watched videos. I did, but they were good ones. I watched like Nate videos. I watched like AI videos. I watched like videos I can actually gain and learn from. And I still would reach for my phone, I think, that day. But yeah, I still stuck to it somewhat. This is day 0, so I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I can't really remember the midday. But maybe productive, maybe not. But then I went to the gym. I went to the gym. I was like, okay, I'm in the gym for a while. Did a back sesh, and then came back home, had dinner, and then I think I wrapped it up, honestly. And then day 1, and then literally day 1. pops up July 7th. Man, how'd that day become? How'd that day happen? And that day happened, the whole camera thing and this whole purpose of this happened because of that saying I read up there, do today, not tomorrow. I've wanted to do this camera thing where I'm just talking to a camera, headshots, one take shots, whatever, and just upload them for literally the point of just having authentication out there, having something that I can look back on, and something that's just me, that's saved somewhere, you know? I don't care if no one sees it. I prefer it that way, to be honest. I just want it there for me. You know, I want to kind of hold myself accountable on things and etc. etc. I've wanted to do this for many years, and not many years over the past like year, 2 years. How am I talking about? But me doing this on day one was fulfilling that. Was fulfilling where a year ago me, I wanted to do this, and there's proof of that. There's a proof of that. A year ago, I wanted to actually do this. So if I go to this note right here, it says A YouTube, and I bring this. Yeah, see the Gearist and Charcoal, they're the Dream Whips, so they're motivation of it. For YouTube, life update no matter what life looks like. If I go to my file right here and go down to desktop, there it is right here, a YouTube. I made that on the 6th month of 2025. God, I cannot say dates right now. The 8th of the 6th, 2025. So, and it's 10 a.m., but it's the 7th of the 7th, 2026. So a year ago, me wanted to do this, you know? And then me on day one, I do it. I pull out the camera and I start doing it. Why? It's because I said to myself, do today, not tomorrow. Boom. Okay, that saying is now in motion. It's actually real. Lit. So that video is shocking. I barely even remember what I talked about in it, but this is how this has started. Is the whole do today, not tomorrow, and the reasoning of it is 1, hold myself accountable, 2, documentation, 3, proof that I'm actually fucking progressing in what I'm doing. Now, I probably it's so wild because it's like when I wrote them things up there, like it's just all just compacted on top of each other. Like me writing do today, not tomorrow first, and then writing that list. It's just so crazy. Like in this moment right now, like I will look back at this and be like, you were happy about taking a cold shower in the morning. You were like tripping out about like waking up in the morning without no phone. Like you were like excited about it. Hopefully 40 days from now, I'm like, that's like that's like a no-brainer. That's like an obvious routine now. You know what I mean? And I can see it happening. Because I'm also scared of like losing this streak. I'm scared of like starting from day 0 again. So now I'm just like in this weird zone where it's like you gotta stay committed and stay consistent for this to work. For you to be the best version of yourself and be mentally clear and you know, not have this brain fog and be motivated on anything you really be doing and whatever. It's all started from me sitting there and writing it when I was in my worst state, and now me just staying consistent at it. And that's it. That's all this is. This is proof of just consistency. Consistency. I probably fucked that word up, but whatever. This is it. This is the truest form of it, because as these videos go on, I'm gonna get better at speaking. Like week 2, next week, literally tomorrow, my goal is to completely change the way I speak about these videos. Completely. Keeping it more brief, more simple, and on things that I did that day that were more complex, which is like what I did actually on the computer. I need to talk more about that, and I need to show it. That is something that is going to be for week 2. That is something that I'm going to be way more productive in, because on day 6 there's like a little bit in it. It's like near the end. It's at the end, and it's when I got my car in park, and it's like got the I've just haven't parked it in shift, and it's like dinging. I speak about AI, and I speak about it so flawlessly, and I speak about it pretty good, and it's because I was interested in it, something that was good for the day. And I just like bah, 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 bah. And I remember after the video, I was like, damn, I spoke about that pretty good. So maybe that's not maybe, that's what I got to do. I got to speak about the more complex and the more interesting things that I do in my day, because they're the things that I'm probably better at speaking about. Yeah. I think day 2, kind of just I'm looking at the days here on my computer. I'm trying to think of what day 2. Day 2 was, again, it's just consistency. Day 3, I crashed. I titled it that. I did. And in the sense I crashed is that I was on my phone for a lot of that day, and I did no physical work. I did no computer work. I didn't learn anything. That was just a day of just, could have failed. But everything else stayed the same. I was consistent on the camera of the headshot talking. I was consistent on taking my supplements. I was consistent at staying off my phone in the mornings, but I still got on it in like the midday. Still took a cold shower. Still sat outside and got sun. And I guess I had a productive day in the sense that I cooked my meal prep for the week. Talking about that, I needed to do that today. I've completely forgot about that. I'm gonna have to get up early tomorrow and do that. My camera's about to overheat. I'm gonna probably stop this and then go over it, but I still was consistent in my day somewhat on day 3. Even though I did no work and I didn't learn, I cooked my food prep. I vacuumed my floor. I did all my washing. I did stuff around the house. I still stayed productive, just wasn't in probably the right areas. But that day, I hated how I was that day, and I was like, I need to go get something that's going to make me maybe more motivated, and something that's going to help my mind. And I went and bought Curatine. That's the day that I went and bought some Curatine. And I mean, I'm 3 days into taking it. Do I notice anything in it? I don't know. But I definitely now, from day 0 to day 7, definitely have a way more better mindset and a way better clear mind. It's not from Curatine. It's from keeping strict at this list and staying consistent in all factors. In the factors of waking up in the morning without your phone, and everything like that. I'm gonna stop this because it's gonna overheat. It's tripping out, but I'm gonna come back. Yeah. Alright, I just changed over the battery. Hopefully that's going to make it stay a little bit cooler, because this thing is pretty hot. Where was I? I was talking about from day 0 to day 7. Is my mind more clearer? Yes, I've already mentioned that. So let's just move on, whatever. Day 4. Day 4, I think I slowly started building more towards my building up my agent. I think I went back and forth with building my agent. Maybe I drove around talking. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I had day 4. I just drove around and talked. Like, the footage is like 20 something minutes long of just me in the car, and then it's like barely me in the mornings. But I talked about Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, and what that song kind of gave me. Like, after day 3, it's kind of gave me a lot of motivation. And I was laying in on day 3, I was laying in bed, and my mum was at work that night, and I was just tossing and turning in my bed, and I was like beating myself up from how day 3 was. The fact I got that work done, and just I was living with a lot of regret, and that all just caved in on me in that morning, and I mean at that night on day 3, sorry, and for some reason the song "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson came in my head. I started singing it, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna play it." and I grabbed my phone. I laid in the back of my bed and grabbed my phone and put it on my head like this. And I've done it before, and if you've never done it, it makes the speakers just go straight to your ears, and you don't even have it like full volume. So I just put it like on my head, play "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson. I haven't heard that song in such a long time, or anything like that, and it just, yeah, it just lifted me up. Like I was really, really beating myself, and I was really hating myself on how day 3 played out for me. And then I did that, and that changed me. And then day 4, I woke up with that song. So I woke up, made my breakfast, ate it out in the sun, and then when I was in the shower, I played "Man in the Mirror." And then when it finished, that's when I switched it to "Cold Water." So that was good. And then I came back to my computer setup, and then I started doing work. And I was slowly doing stuff. Tidal was slowly upgrading, and I think that's when I was trying to get my agent to be more correct and be more better. And I think that's when I was going back and forth with my agent, maybe, or it was maybe when I was building more at my receptionist. I don't know. That's why it sucks that I wasn't showing what I've been building. Yes, I still had breakfast, still in the cold shower. I talk about the same stuff that I've been talking about every day. Don't know what the hell I'm talking about in that video. That's something that I need to do. I need to watch back my videos, but these videos are just, I could not watch these. Like, for how long they are, they're just boring. Like, what am I talking about here? But I know "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson played a big part on day 3 and day 4, or night 3, and then day 4 played a huge part. I probably need to listen to that song more often because it gave me a massive lift. Day 5, it's titled "I Just Be Yapping." I'm pretty sure I just yap here. I think I try to talk about what do today, not tomorrow means to me, and I think I try to go more in depth about the list and where I'm at with my agent, maybe. I don't even know what I talk about in day 5, day 6. I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell I spoke about here, but I know on day 2, I actually brought my camera out of the house and brought it to the gym, which I feel like a lot of people take a while to build up the courage to do that, to take a full-blown, this is a real camera, out of the house and film themselves. I mean, I only filmed myself while I was driving to the gym, and then I filmed myself only doing like an ab session in like the corner of the gym, but I still did that, and that's still like something to tick. Will I do that again? Probably not, and not in the sense of uncomfortability, or like I don't want to do that. It's just a waste of video. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of. I don't want to do vlogs. I just want to do these quick headshots, yap, jump off. This obviously isn't quick because I want my weekly updates to be more longer and more better. These are the videos that I kind of want to go back on and watch. Kind of just like where I can just go, I can see a video that sums up these weeks. And then I'll be like this video is going to suck, right? And then maybe down the line, I go back and watch day 7, and let's say it's like day 50, and I go back and I go, I want to watch day 7. And I watch day 7, and obviously I've talked so poorly about what this week was. And this is the most important week of my life. This has been my most important week ever, because I've stayed consistent at something, not at something, at everything. I've stayed consistent at no phone in the mornings, good breakfast, cold shower, doing work, going to the gym, taking my supplements. And is it working? Yes, my brain is a lot more clearer. I'm a lot more motivated. I'm not. And then the do that today, not tomorrow. Like, if I got a task that I need to do, I go do it. Like simple things. Like my mom told me I'd need to go feed my lizard. Like she's like, cause she was about to go to work, so normally she would do it or something like that. She enjoys it, and we kind of got a route. She just does it. I just haven't been doing it. She just does it, and if I go do it, she's like, I've already done it, so I just don't do it because she's already got a little routine that she's doing. So it's like whatever, I won't interrupt that. But she was going to work. She's like, oh, I haven't done that. Can you do that? And probably a week ago, me, or 2 weeks ago, me, I'll probably be like, yeah, and then I'll say, yeah, I'll do it, and then I don't do it in that exact moment. I'll do it in half an hour. I'll do it in an hour. And then an hour and a half an hour go by and I completely forget. And then it comes to like just to going before bed, and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't done that. And then I lay in bed, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna do that now. And then I lay in bed, and I beat myself up for it. It's like, fuck, you should have just did it then. So, and then she asked, and then that's where I'm getting to now. She asked me to do it today, and I hopped straight up and did it. And that's where that little do today, not tomorrow whole saying and whole thing is just changing everything. And it's going to just get more and more thicker. It's just going to get more and more stronger and more to my day-to-day routine, to a point where I'm going to be like a nutcase. I'm just going to try to get everything done in a day. And if I can do that, and I can get every day to be a day where I just try to do everything, then so much is going to get done. Is everything actually going to get done? No, because there's only so many hours in the day of you can actually build shit and actually do shit and actually try to progress in something. But yeah, but it's definitely that do today, not tomorrow thing. It's definitely doing something. It's definitely, as days go on, it's becoming more natural, and I'm not even thinking about saying it. Like, if there was a task I needed to do, I'd be like, oh, do today, not tomorrow. Say it in my head or say it out loud. Now it's just instinct. It's been 7 days. It's day 7. It's turning into a bit of an instinct. So I'm with it. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I don't know what more. How can I make this be better? How can I make this be better? Because this is going to be at the end of the video, which I'm probably never going to watch. I'm probably never going to make it there. But I think I will try, at least. What's some more I can talk about? I did write some notes down, but they're just not good. They're just not good. They're just not good. That's just facts. Hold me down. Sorry that I let you down. Good song. I switched my videos from 4K to 1080p. I'm still filming in 4K, but I'm uploading in 1080p. The reason why I'm speaking about this is because in my first couple of videos, I think day 1, I speak about how long it took me to upload videos. And what happened was, and day 2 I speak about it as well, I was uploading my videos in 4K, and it would take about 3 to 4 hours to get uploaded actually onto YouTube. And I was like, this is chalk. This is terrible. It would completely wipe my computer. Like, I could not use it. So for 3 to 4 hours, it was like gatekeeping my day. It was like stopping me from using my computer because all my internet was going to that, because I'm terrible internet. I got the worst internet in Australia. I actually have the worst internet in Australia in 2026. And my internet doesn't get upgraded until 2027. September. Sick. So I got a whole year still to go with just poor internet. So I'm thinking, these videos are something that I'm wanting to do, and I'm like, gonna do them, and I'm like, holy shit, it's taking up 3 to 4 hours of my day, and I can't even use my computer. And if I've already been to the gym, or I've already got most of my tasks done for the day, what do? And then I was worried, because I was like, that's when I would reach for my phone, or that's when my day would collapse, And I thought that was the case, but it's just because I was uploading in 4K, and because I'm filming in 4K, so I was uploading 4K, but I can film in 4K and upload it 1080p, and it still has good graphics, and it uploads a lot quicker. Like, this video will probably upload within like an hour, so that's good. Did that, change that, worked that out, and again, I would have never known that or done that without trial and error, without uploading them in 4K and be like, this is taking forever, and then going, if I upload them in 1080p, is that going to make it better to upload? And then it did. I was like, so do today, not tomorrow. If I never did that, then I would have not known for tomorrow. I would have not known for the next day, and now I'm going to do that forever. Now that's a knowledge tick. That's something that I've learned now. Simple, but never knew about it, and possibly now you know. So that's cool. What I'm going to also do in week 2 is, I've already speak about this, but I'm going to stop talking so much about what my day-to-day is, in the sense of step-by-step of what my morning routine is, etc., etc. And I'm going to talk more about the interesting things, and show. I'm actually going to show what I've built. I'm excited about that. That's going to be another new learning thing on how I'm going to have my camera and my desktop hooked up, because I'm not going to film on the side and then have this filming at the same time and then connect them. I'm actually gonna just use this as like a webcam and then have it like webcamming while I show what I do. So that's gonna be sweet. Oh, maybe not, because I have to have it. I don't have to have it over there, but I like it over there. I can put it over there. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what angle it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be up over there. And then I think I'm gonna go over a more clearer reason on why I'm doing this. I think I've already spoke about that, but it's just holding myself accountable at trying to better my life and just having proof that I'm living. I think that's a big one. I like that. I just said that. I was off the top of the dome, but yeah, proof that I'm living, proof that I'm here on Earth. You know, proof that even if my life goes to shit and my life fails, there's at least my face is at least here. You know, I'm still. This is evidence that I've lived on Earth somewhat. You know what I mean? Instagram is as fake as it can be. You know. So this is the most realist shit anybody's gonna get from me. It's literally just me yapping to a camera, and I find that super sick. I find that amazing. For myself and future me and future maybe little me's or future whoever, you know what I mean? Like if my mom found this account, she would watch these on repeat. Seriously. So that's cool, you know. And yeah, just consistency. I think did I already say that? 'Cause I know I said that good bit. Documentation, just holding myself accountable. I said that. Holding myself accountable, and then seeing my consistency, because I'm doing this whole do today, not tomorrow mindset and that list, and the whole purpose of this is for me to be a better version of myself and stop dwelling on shit and stop whatever and stop being lazy, just get up and go and eating good and getting sun and blah blah blah, working out. All that is just to clear my mind. Like all of this is to get me more motivated to do a task, and it's when I'm doing that task, having a clear mindset on how to get that task done or what that task is. That's it. That's the whole real of it. And me just doing that for, let's say if I just did that for 7 days without the camera, I feel like I probably would have failed. And I think I would have failed. And having this camera here is now forced me to give myself a good update for the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like it's like I go on my day and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta film. And then it's like, oh shit, that's gonna hold myself accountable now. Like I think that's what happened with day 3. I think I forgot that I needed to film and I just did stupid shit. And then I'm like, oh, now I need to talk about it. Fuck. And then I talk about it. So good. So good. I mean, I guess this camera is also forcing me to somewhat have a good day so I can give good news, so I can be like, we good, like we dialed in. So that's good. But let me talk about today. I've talked about for the past fucking whatever, half an hour or whatever the hell this video is going to be. It's going to be a long one, but I've talked about this past kind of week-ish. I've talked about what my mindset is and is it better, and what I've spoke about is what I spoke about. Let's speak about today. Today, pretty good day in the sense of morning routine. Good. No sunlight, still raining out. Had to drive up to Port Stephens, had to go up to the bay, which was alright. I just had an appointment meeting there. Okay, I just said a little bit too much on what my day was from when I went up to the bay. I kind of dropped some names and stuff like that. I don't think I should probably put that out there, even though this is not for anybody, but just for private reasons. I shouldn't say on who I'm seeing and why I'm seeing it, because you kind of connect the dots. But today, I just drove up to the bay, had an appointment up there, and then came back to Nui. And then I jumped on my computer, had my lunch, and when I ate my lunch, I did work. I didn't watch a video, I did work. And the work I've done is pretty crazy. It is really crazy. Um, I finished completing my AI agent, which I think I did that yesterday. I did on day 6 I talk about. And it is crazy. I gave it connection to my N8N and I told it to look at my text back receptionist where it gets my someone fills out on Tally on like a contact form and then that goes through and then a message. I'm just gonna show what that is down the line, but basically I built up Ernie, which is my agent, that is my kind of executive assistant, and I told it that I want to have my AI receptionist fully agentic and not inside N8N and use trigger.dev and Vercel, and it went and did it all for me. I just literally said that. We went back and forth on what we need to do for it, how we're going to get it done, and then just step by step we went through. It's written the code, uploaded it to GitHub privately. It's hidden the API keys behind a .env, and yeah, some pretty crazy cool shit Ernie did yesterday. I mean today for me. Sorry. I think tomorrow morning. I think I might wake up early and just jump into that and show that. Yeah, so that's been pretty cool. Really kind of going back with an actual agent that can actually build stuff and write code is pretty sick. So I've been doing that today. We've gotten to a point where I think I need to upgrade my Vercel count. So we haven't fully got it done, but it did run tests and I did receive text messages. Like these are text messages all completely from AI. Like this is AI text messages. This isn't, and these are AI text messages that are not up there down here. That's me responding to the text messages and it giving a response. So like I would say, it would say something here. I would give a response. It gives a response to what that text was, and then I say that, and then the conversation ends. But that's when it was in N8N. So now what I wanted to do is be completely in code, not in like N8N type code, like drag and drop. I wanted it there. It's from today, and it ran like a bunch of tests and blah blah blah. So now what we're doing is putting it into production. So that was just development. So now for us to make this in production, it needs to have live webhooks and stuff like that. So I think that's where we're at now. Literally just getting the webhook sorted. So when I message it, it can message back or whatever, and then that is just the demo, and then you can sell that literally to tradies, businesses, just anybody, right? And then the list of things you can add on top of that, like a caller that can do that. And then the thing that I think that's going to sell me, because a lot of people are doing that right now, that's very easy to build. I think the Google review follow-up thing is what's going to make me my dough. I think that's what's the fucking the limelight. That's the bright star. I think that's what's going to make people go, oh yeah, I want that. Because I don't hear people talking about it. Yeah, I think I've heard one dude talk about it. So that's pretty cool. So my idea with that is pretty sweet. I think I won't talk too much about it. Actually, yeah, I will, because no one's watching, bro. I will talk about it. But for now, this has been my first week on camera, my first week with a restrict saying that saying myself, I've never done this in my life. I've never given myself strict rules or written shit down that I need to do on a day-to-day. I've never done that. And it's there on my door before I leave, and it's been a week of that. It's been a week of do today, not tomorrow. It's been a week of my strict list that I've shown you guys, and it's been a week of talking on camera. Final summary of that. Is it working? Yes. Is my brain more clearer? Yes. Am I more motivated? Yes. Am I feeling more connected to myself? Yes. Do I feel like I'm on a better path? Yes. Is there stuff that I can still improve on? Definitely. I can definitely get this gone. I definitely can get off Instagram, I think deleting it is a good idea. It scares me to think it, but I think deleting Instagram is probably one of my best things I could do, and TikTok for all of this. So I think that could be a good idea. Because let's look at my screen time actually, just before we go. My screen time today was 3 hours and 30. Yesterday was 2 hours and 30, so I'm up an hour. And literally 3 hours of that was on Instagram. 7 minutes was on Messenger. It goes 2 hours, goes 2 hours and 52 minutes, so 3 hours on Instagram, 7 minutes on Messenger, 5 minutes on Discord, 5 minutes on edits, and then like Spotify. That's crazy. Literally just Instagram. Yeah, I should just delete it, bro. It's just eating up my life. There is really good content on there, and some really good stuff that I've like saved that I want to actually try in AI. But I think I should just focus on what I'm building and what I'm doing first before I start engaging on other people's stuff. Just again, like, I think I've said this. Learn yourself, even though it's gonna slow you, even though you're not progressing as fast as you should be, but you were progressing in a manner that you notice, that you can see. You can see your slow progress, like, because I'll be doing this, and then also I'll be in first person doing that, because I'm not going Instagram for information. I'm like actually looking it up on, if that's just through Claude Code or just YouTube, and actually trying to answer the question that I have. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to find a quick short video on like 15-second video to quickly explain, and then that 15-second video turns to me just clicking a scroll to a scroll to a scroll. It is 10:30. Oh my god. I wanted to start going to bed by 10:30. Been sleeping by 10:30 so I can get up there. Yeah, I'm gonna actually end these up and just turn all these screens off and get some screens up my eyes before I go to bed. First week, I'm just kind of going in circles. This is circles that I'm still talking about, but let's kind of just this next minute summary. Let's try to do it. I'm excited that I picked up the camera. I'm happy that I've been doing this. I'm happy that I'm staying consistent. I'm going to stay consistent. From day 1 to day 7, I'm definitely seeing something, and I hope it's showing. The more that these days go on, the more easy it gets to always take my supplements. The more days these go on, it's easier to, get my good foods in, do all these things. It's just easy. It's just coming second nature. So it's definitely working. I just got to go more in on the online work stuff and just work. I just got to go more in on that. And I think I'm definitely going to do that now that I'm going to show it. Now that I'm going to like have proof and have evidence that I'm actually like making and building stuff out there. So there goes a minute. Is that good? Is that what I want to say? Is that all I want to say? Yeah. Is this video way too long? Of course. Yeah. Day 7, baby. First week is done. You're happy, man. You're not. You've only had one really bad day. What did I talk about today? I did, right? I did a summary of today. Summary of the day. I did my morning routine. Went to the gym. Went up to the bay. Yep. Did a bunch of work. Got pretty far with my agent and building it to be completely agentic and completely auto, where I don't even need to actually drag and drop and build the actual like automation that I'm building. But I did kind of slack off in the rest of the afternoon. I did kind of doom scroll, as you said. It's 3 hours on my phone, so I've had some time on Instagram today. I definitely looked at some shit, and again, it's toxic. That's where I'm saying it's toxic, because today I was like, really good information, but it's a lot of shit that I'm comparing myself to, and a lot of stuff that's just stupid stuff that I don't need to be watching. Like seeing other people fucking talk about their lives and online gurus and just bullshit. So seeing that is like, annoying as fuck. So, yeah, I did that. Did that bit of this afternoon, and battery just died, but I switched it out real quick. Whatever. I'm just gonna just end it anyways. I just wanted to just quickly throw this in and actually officially end it. Even though it doesn't matter if it was officially ended anyways. But yeah, day 7 done. First week done. Oh, did I want to speak about this in this type way? No, I wanted this to be a way better video. So day 14 is going to have to be better. I'm going to have to do my weekly summaries a lot better and my daily summaries a lot better. How am I going to do that? I think I need to go back and watch my videos. So that is also planned for next week. Next week, what is next week's plan? Let's talk about that super quick. Go through and watch my videos so I can work and learn on what the fuck I am saying and be better at that. 2, show proof and actually show what work I've actually done. 3, stay consistent at all the stuff you're already being consistent at. Do not fail. Do not give up. Keep going. 4, work more. Work way more. Be more on the computer and work more towards what you're doing. I think when I start showing what I'm doing, crazy. When I start doing when I start showing the camera on my YouTube, whatever, what I'm doing, I think it's gonna make me more accountable and trying to do more. So I can be like, oh, I've done this and this and this, like kind of like flex it. I know I'm gonna be like that. 5, be off my phone more, even if that means deleting Instagram. Tomorrow, I'm gonna just try to be off my phone and Instagram as much as I can. If I find myself going back to it or going to it at all tomorrow, and give myself literally one chance. If I do it and I fail, I'm deleting Instagram. I'm deleting it. I'm deleting socials, and I'm just dying on it in here. Yeah. Shit. One more. I don't know. Week 2 about to start literally tomorrow. Damn. First week done, and I'm just yapped terribly again. Anyways, don't beat myself up on how these are going. This is just nothing. This is nothing but proof that you're gonna get better, because this has been terrible, and hopefully day 14 is better. Hopefully, right? Deuces.